New week, new opportunities. Let's go. I'm on my Dollar General run for the 50-cent guns. First Dollar General I found today, or first Dollar General I went to today. I found one. I found some other ones that were ringing up in the app as zero, but when I brought them to the front, they were ringing up for more than $1 or more than 50 cents. So I'm actually at my regular job right now on my lunch break. So I'm going to run to one other Dollar General that's near me, and then I'm going to hit a few more after work. So let's see if we could find that 50 cent and $1 one. Second Dollar General, let's see if we could find any more of those 50 cent $1 guns. Didn't find any at this second, I was about to say Goodwill, because I just looked at a Goodwill. It's right over there. Anyways, Dollar General. No 50 cent guns at the Dollar General here. Same thing though, I found some that you scan with the app, they ring up as zero, but you take them to the register. I think one was $8 and another one was $13 or something like that. I'm actually kind of glad I didn't find any of those 50 cent $1 guns, because I might have just called in sick and just went on a run for the rest of the day. So gotta go back, be responsible. I got some big real job stuff to do today that I really can't get out of anyway. So I'm gonna head back, but after work, it's on like Donkey Kong. There's about 3 or 4 in the town that I work in, and there's 2 in the town that I live in. I'm gonna hit those before I go home today. So I'll catch you after work. All right, on our way to our third Dollar General. See what we can find. There it is. 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 All right, somewhat successful at this one. If I can get the door unlocked. All right, I found one, just one of the Transformer ones. And I found another one of the, this is one I haven't seen anybody picking up yet, but this one for me is coming at 50 cents. This is my third one of these. This is the first one I found earlier today. So that, I haven't seen anybody show these ones yet. So that's, I don't know if I'm the first one to find them or if it's just my area or what it is. However, let's talk about something Dollar General. I could have found more, I think, in this one, but this store was the most disorganized one I've ever seen. I mean, there was just stuff everywhere. There was boxes, empty boxes on the floor. There was those carts out with products that were just sitting there. There were sealed boxes just sitting on the shelf. And I looked in the sealed boxes. I was hoping, man, if I could find like a case of them, that would be awesome. But I didn't see any of those. But I think there were more in that store. It just was so just cluttered, stuff piled up everywhere. So I'll just move on, go into another one right up the road here. It's only about a 5-minute drive. Number 5, I think. Let's see what we can find. Success. Found 9 of them. Found 9 of the Transformer 50 cent ones. So that makes 10 for the day so far. On to another one. Success again. 1, 2, 3 of the 50 cent one, and I finally found 2 of the $1 one. Got that one and that one. How do you know that you got the Dollar General 50 cent $1 toy gun bug? Well, when you get home and your wife says, I'm hungry, and you say, babe, let's order food from this Italian restaurant, and the only reason you suggested it is because there's a Dollar General on the way to it. There were a couple solds from them last week. This here, if you remember from a previous video, came from a lot of CDs that I bought. Lotted together this a set of 6 M&M CDs, and as you see here, sold it $24.99, full asking price. So again, found it best to sell this as a lot rather than individually, and that was a pretty decent sell because it got really not much into these CDs. Okay, this finally sold, and I say finally because I posted this probably 4 months ago. They've been up for a long time. I got these from an auction mystery box from Mike at Newfound Past. Check out his YouTube channel. He used to do auctions. This was, I think, from one of his first auctions. Anyways, I bought a mystery box, and this was something that was in it. I had watchers on these for days. I had as many as 30 watchers. I sent offers, sent offers, sent offers. I sent all kinds of offers out to watchers. Nobody would bite. Nobody would pull the trigger. They finally sold for full asking price just the other day, for $34.99. These were tested and worked. I put batteries in each one of them, and tested them, made sure that they worked. If I don't ship things with batteries, can get really kind of funky with some of the shipping regulations when it comes to batteries. So I don't send batteries in items. I make sure that the buyer, I put it in my listing that batteries not included. Another sale from that CD lot. This one, however, was a little more profitable, selling it individually. So got $6.99 for this one CD. Sold early in the week. This was a pickup from a thrift store, $3.99. This beat my previous record for the fastest sale I've had on eBay. I put this up. I no more got the little box that said your listing has been posted, and I promise you, not anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds later, I got the cha-ching on this. And when I comped this out, I priced it really, really high. I priced it about $20 higher than the comps, expecting to take offers on it, and never got around to accepting an offer. Somebody bought it right away. Paid $74 for this jersey. Again, fastest sell I've had on eBay. Literally less than 20 seconds. This was another sale early in the week. Got full price for this, $40 for this. I paid, let me see, I have to do a conversion because I actually bought this on our honeymoon trip when we were in Iceland. Found this at a little thrift store down there. I want to say I paid like €7, which is really close to $7 US dollars. I can't remember. I think I have a video up on it, but I paid like €7 or €10. I can't remember, which is about $7 or $10. And put it up. The reason I bought it and brought it back was, one, we had bought some other stuff. We needed a bag to carry things in. But I mean, look, this thing's also cool. This is from 1988 or 87, excuse me. And plus two, there was only one sold comp for $40, and it sold in the UK, stayed in the UK. I had brought this back to the States, and I was going to have the only one posted in the States. I think it sat up for maybe less than a week and sold it. The buyer left me feedback, I think yesterday or the day before, which I guess if you go on to timestamp this, would have been Sunday. He left feedback. Then I sent him a message and told him about, how I got the bag, because I noticed that he was a toy collector. A lot of the stuff that he had bought was all toys, and he had some toys posted for sale too. Told him the story about how I got the bag and how it got back, and how it's a well-traveled bag because we carried it through Iceland, also Belfast, and as well as Dublin, and also around the UK for a little bit. So it's a well-traveled bag. The guy really appreciated it. Appreciated me reaching out to him, telling the story about it, and he said he was going to print it off and put it in the bag so he could always remember how well-traveled that bag is. So those are just a few sales. Did the CDs because talked about the CDs, and then of course the fastest sale and the little story about this bag here. That's why I picked those. And also too, I wanted to kind of put out a little something here about these cubes, maybe, and get Mike over at Newfound Pass to start making YouTube videos again. I miss his videos. I am a patron. I watch his videos through Patreon, but just really wish he would get back to making YouTube videos, because he's a wealth of knowledge. And I want him to do auctions so I can find more awesome stuff like this. Impromptu sourcing trip. I had to go to Walmart to get some batteries, some watch batteries. And of course, anytime you go to Walmart, you got to check the clearance section, look around, see what kind of deals you can find. And I found something that I think it's going to do pretty well. So I found two of these Treasure Seekers pirate ships. As you can see, the Walmart tag down there says $25. But I found 2 of them in the clearance section. I said that Walmart tag right there says $25, but I pulled up the Walmart app in the store, scanned it, and they were actually only $20. I scanned it for eBay. Didn't come up. I had to type it in actually. These right here, these are listed on eBay anywhere from $50 to $60. However, I did not buy them to sell them on eBay. Coming up here, what's coming up soon? Christmas. I'll post these locally on Facebook Marketplace and ask $50 for them, and probably get it. Somebody offers me $45, I'll take it. But I'll stand strong at $40 or so in that price range. As it gets closer to Christmas, maybe I'll stand a little bit taller. We'll see. Just a quick impromptu. Wasn't really going to source. Just needed some watch batteries, and found these 2 things. Found a couple other little things not worth mentioning, but this right here. So it's gonna be a little quick flip here, I think, around Christmas time. So I'm out and about today. Pulled up to my first yard sale. I'll show you that sign, but I gotta move. A little chilly today, so I got the stocking cap on for my favorite band, Social Distortion. Anyway, so I showed you that sign. It's actually not the way I went to it. It's actually that yard sale was on kind of the way that I go home and come out of my neighborhood. Anyway, so I pulled up in front of that one, and there's a lady standing there in the driveway, not kind of strange. She's just standing there. No other cars around. Right now it's 10 till 8, by the way. And she starts waving her hands, and I rolled the window down. She said, "The yard sale doesn't start till 10 o'clock. Can't you read the signs?" First of all, I might have had some mean words for that lady, since it is 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. But luckily I've had some coffee. And second of all, who starts a yard sale at 10 o'clock? So, oh well. I'm going to just head down to the flea market. Just in case you were wondering what I was going to do with all those guns. Again, I'll put them out here. Got 5 on that one, 5 on that one, and 3. Remember, paid 50 cents for those, paid $1 for those, and 80 cents for that. So I got $4. Basically half price for what you would have bought them at Dollar General. Sunday, showed up to the flea market to set up, pulled in, the lower lot again empty. Again, because of the time change, I showed up a little bit earlier than usual, so nobody was there. So I decided to do a little shopping. Walking back down to where my spot is now, see if the situation has changed down there. Maybe I'll set up a little bit, I don't know. But I did pick up some stuff up here at the top part of the flea market, and let me show you what I got. Well, the situation down here hasn't improved. There's still nobody set up down here. This is what it's been like the last few Sundays. Nobody out here on Sundays, per se. A couple people down here, but just coming out here on Sundays isn't worth it anymore. Might start taking a truckload up top, because up top is packed. But well, this is usual for Sundays. Weather's getting cold, and got a couple of things. First was this DS case. Paid $1 for it. It's got 2 small cases. I guess these are for the games. And then I found it buried in it was a Guitar Hero Tour game. And then there's a stylus. Where's that? Right there. So picked that up for $1. Not really sure what I'll get for it, but hey, I figured $1, I'll take a chance. $1 for PlayStation 2 Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It's a really desirable game. And then I got these $1. I thought the lady wanted $1 for both, but she ended up wanting $1 a piece and wouldn't come down, but hey, whatever. So I paid $1 each, so I paid $2 for these. That is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure, and that's a Sting wrestling figure. So just a little bit of stuff to pick up. Slow day at the flea market. That's all I found. Went walking around again. Found this Coach purse. It's got all the markings on it. It's got the leather tab. So we get there, and then sorry about sitting down, but it's got the authenticated, whatever the heck that thing is called. number inside. It does have some blemishes on it, so I don't know. I paid $5 for it. Not really sure if it'll go, but there's no holes in it. It's just these little blemishes like that. So Candace knows more about stuff like this. So I'll take that home to her, see what she can do with it. If not, I'll bring it back out here to the market, sell it again for $5, and then get out of it. End of the weekend, 2 FedEx packages and 22 packages for eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, and Macari. So we had a pretty good weekend. 24 packages going out over the weekend. Have a good week, everybody.